Hello there, Aquarius, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today I'm doing your November love reading. We'll take a look at the overall energy in your romantic love life with the oracle cards, and then we'll move to the tarot for some more details. And if you're enjoying the content that I create or resonating with the message, I would really appreciate it if you would consider like, sharing, or subscribing. Okay, so let's get into your reading. We're going to start with the Soul Travelers card. We're in Scorpio season, so there's a lot of transforming that will continue to go for the next couple of weeks. So let's see what we have here. Great adventure. Take a risk. Venture forward. New love. Sounds like you have new love coming in. Navigating by the stars. Follow your bliss. Really, just it's a carefree. I get this carefree kind of energy. Like, yeah, you're just you're ready to see, like who's out there and and more of a casual type thing. Not that you don't want it to go to, something maybe that's more long term, but it's this energy of like, yeah, I'm just ready to meet people and see where it leads. Come to the edge. Yeah, you're really at the beginning of a new cycle. Imagine building blocks. An orphaned. So you have this orphaned energy underneath, which means that you are coming out of a situation, but I feel like you've healed from it, or you have done a lot of healing. You may have some of this energy underneath, but you're kind of putting on, like a facade of I'm good, I'm ready to go. And I feel that one of the nice things, Aquarius, is that you're in this energy of I'm just going to get out there and start meeting people. Like you're not jumping into another relationship, right? Which is good. You're just kind of getting out there and you're putting yourself out there, right? And you're just kind of imagining, yeah, one day I'd like to be with somebody, maybe long term, but for right now, I'm just, putting myself out there and come to the edge. I really get a sense that, whatever happened in the past, it was difficult, but you have done the healing. You have built a foundation for yourself that is stable. You have your finances in order, work is going well, and now you're ready to get love back into your life. Really nice. Deception is on the bottom, and, this energy here is deception in a way. So I am kind of wondering. Oh, sorry. I am kind of wondering if for some of you that you may have been betrayed in the past. There could be something with that. Okay, so we're going to take a look at your past and present energies, and then your area of resistance or obstacle, and then advice from spirit. And I'm going to start with the soulmate oracle cards, and then we'll clarify with the tarot. So let's see what we have in the past. Creativity. Yeah, this is a sense of getting to know yourself better, taking some time to heal, working on your inner child. Like Aquarius, I think you've spent some time doing this, and that's a really good place to be. Just sometimes, when we come out of a relationship, some people tend to jump into the next relationship, but you've really taken some time to heal, and that's why stepping out and starting to meet new people and stuff is maybe feeling a little risky to you, right? Because you haven't been actually putting yourself in that arena, but now you're ready to. So what's your present energy? Cycles, momentum, forest life cycles. Stay grounded in the now. Yeah, so I get a sense that for some of you, you could meet somebody and then start getting all caught up, like ride the wave into love. But it is about staying present, making sure that, you're getting out there, but at the same time, you're taking it a little slow. You're not rushing things. So what's your obstacle? Lessons, knowledge, understanding. Look for the lesson in this situation. I have a feeling that this is perhaps somebody new that you're actually meeting. There's a lesson to be learned with this person. I get this sense that you may be with or about to meet a karmic partner, somebody that comes into your life, doesn't stay for very long, but there's a lesson in that relationship, and then they leave. You know, they come in, they blow your world, and, you know, then it's like they just kind of leave. But there's a lesson here. Now, the lesson could be you spot this deception. I feel like they're going to have a little bit of a false facade to them. They're wearing a mask. You're not going to know exactly the truth about them, but that's part of your lesson, is being able to recognize that. Because I feel like you've been through that in the past, so it's kind of like you need to be able to recognize it before you really start getting serious about getting into a relationship. And then your advice: perception, red flags, delusion, perspective. See through your own false beliefs. So some of it could also be that you, what's on the bottom here? Ascend. And then what's that? Appreciation and receive. Yeah, for some of you, I get the sense that you may also, this lesson that you learn from the person that you're separated from, okay, that lesson, you may be taking that lesson and also applying it to every new person that you meet, right? Like if the person in the past carried a book around with them, let's say, I'm just saying the illustration, carried a book around with them, and that person betrayed you, then anybody that talks about books or liking books or something like that is kind of like, oh yeah, well, you're probably, you know, betray people too. You know, it's about not taking something that the person in the past had, a trait, and then immediately applying it to everybody new that you meet. And a lot of times we do that, you know, we take like a physical characteristic or a trait about somebody, you know, like carrying a book or, I don't know, I'm going to say, because this looks like a big book, like a law book or something, you know, oh, you dated a lawyer and then the lawyer betrayed you. So then you won't date any other lawyers because you say, oh, all lawyers betray, right? Well, that's a false belief. You know, you're applying a perception to people. You're generalizing. Let's put it that way, right? You're generalizing. Ten of Wands. Yeah, with this showing up, you're at the end of that cycle, but you still haven't dropped something from the past. And it has to do with just, you know, take some time to think about, like, when you're dating new people, are you, you know, like swiping left or right based on something that occurred in the past? Are you bringing along that burden to new people that you're meeting? And you commonly do that, Aquarius. We commonly do that. Okay, so let's go ahead and clarify these. Oh, creativity. Yeah, Two of Cups. You're really ready for a soulmate. You want a soulmate. You may have taken some time after, you know, leaving a past connection to really try to figure out what it is that you want in a soulmate and don't want in a soulmate. Okay, so you may have some preconceived ideas of what it is that you want or not want based on what has happened in the past. So the problem with that is that you're bringing your past into your future, whether you realize it or not. And you could be saying, yeah, but, you know, I learned that lesson. Well, the lesson, the sense that I'm getting is that what you're doing is you're finding a similar trait in the person in the past that may have betrayed you or broke your heart, right? You're applying some trait, like they were a lawyer, so I don't date any lawyers because all lawyers betray. You know, it's like too much of a general statement. And I'm not trying to pick on lawyers. I just said that because it looked like a law book. Okay, so let's see. Cycles here. King of Swords. Yeah, you're you're wanting to move forward. You really are. You have progress under here. Hermit, Strength, the Sun. Oh my goodness. Six of Cups. Yeah. You're having to move on from something in the past. And you really do. You're trying to get clarity about what occurred in the past. And for some of you, I get the sense that there's a pattern to the people that you have dated in the past, and you're getting clarity about that. And you don't want to repeat the patterns. And yet, at the same time, I get the sense that you are repeating it, but you're probably, in a way, you're sitting there going, no, I'm not. Wow. Strength. Strength that is reversed. And this is your obstacle. Something about something about needing courage to take this fresh start. Okay, I have said this before, so if you've heard it before, I'm sorry. But, when I was a teacher, one of the things that I loved about teaching was everybody got a fresh start at the beginning of a new school year. I got a fresh start. The students got a fresh start. The parents, the administration, everybody gets a fresh start at the beginning of the new year. And it's like you're not allowing the new people that you date, okay, or that you're coming in contact. There's something about you're not allowing them to have a fresh start. Like there's something that you are portraying onto them. Why the word portraying? You're portraying something that happened in the past to you, that someone that broke your heart, either in childhood or in past romantic relationships. You're portraying that. You're taking that trait and portraying it onto the new people that you meet. It's about having the courage to trust yourself. Maybe that's part of it. To trust yourself, to have good instincts when it comes to meeting new people and trying to decide if it's somebody that you may want to start a romantic connection with. It's you feel in a bit like you may feel like you're not like your picker is off. Is that the term? It's kind of you're not trusting your instincts. So you're looking, it's almost like you're hypersensitive, taking anything that may look like a red flag to you, right? And then, if it had anything to do with anybody from the past, you're kind of like, oh yeah, that person is just like that person in the past because they wear brown shoes. Or they like books, right? They like books. Or they wear gray jackets, or they're a lawyer or whatever it is. It's something about not, come to the edge is you get a fresh start, and so do the people that you are just meeting until you actually have, I don't want to say facts or proof, but, until there is something that comes up and you're like, yeah, okay, no, that doesn't work for me. It's about allowing people to have, to getting to know people for who they are and not, immediately thinking perception. Because here's your advice, right? And it says, see through your own false beliefs. It's something about, just perceiving people, almost judging them before you get to know them. There's a little bit of that. And the reason you're doing that is because you're trying to protect your heart. right? You don't want your heart broken again. So Aquarius, it's not because you're a judgmental type of person, and I'm definitely not criticizing you, because it's about protecting your heart. You're trying to protect your heart, but in the end, what you're doing is you're not allowing yourself to allow true love to come in, because you're finding something wrong with every new person that comes your way. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay, I get it. Yeah. King of Pentacles, you are looking for somebody that is a long-term committed, potential long-term committed person. Okay. You're having difficulty trusting your intuition about people. I feel like you went through something really difficult in the past. And, that situation it made you come in to being anxious about trusting your intuition. You were like, wow, I did not see that coming, right? Like, I had a friend once, and she was married, and they were married for 3 years. And then she found out that he was actually married to somebody else, and was living this double life, and she had no idea. And she said, oh my goodness, like now I can look back and see that there were signs or something. But she said, my intuition, like where was my intuition? Well, sometimes what's happening is that we block our intuition because our intuition is working, but we're like, no, I'm putting up, I don't want to see that, I don't want to know that they're living a double life, right? Or whatever. It's that type of energy that you're so concerned because of whatever happened in the past that you feel like your intuition is not helping you. And so what you're doing is you're like being hyper focused on trying to make sure that you aren't, I feel like you feel as if somebody tricked you, and all I can say is that if somebody tricked you, that's not on you. That is on them. But I feel like that situation left you feeling kind of, in some way kind of guilty, feeling guilty, and you're not guilty, but feeling a little bit guilty. Why didn't I see that? Like you're very anxious about that. So you're like hyper focused on, not listening to your gut, because you feel as if your intuition is off. So the message that I'm getting is that you need to go and just be open to meeting new people and practice asking good questions and getting to know somebody before you jump on the wave of love, right? Like taking it slow and allowing, listening to your intuition, realizing that your intuition is right. It's about being open to your intuition. And, if something kind of pops up like a red flag, it doesn't mean that you have to say, oh, well, I'm shutting this relationship down. It's about taking a moment, reflecting, what is my intuition saying about this, and then asking good questions. And if you're not getting the answers that you want or think you deserve to hear, or the answers aren't really making sense to you, then it can be time to walk away. But I feel like you're shutting down potential love a little too quickly because you just, you feel like your intuition didn't work for you in the past. Yeah, deception. It is safe for you to love, forgiving and learning, engagement. See, I feel like you have love coming in, but there is, this sense of deception coming through here. in a way, you're kind of deceiving yourself of true love because you're not allowing yourself to love, forgive, and learn. And part of this might be forgiving yourself. Like you may say to yourself, well, my intuition was off. I didn't listen to my intuition. Why didn't I listen to my intuition? You could be going into that. And it's about, okay, that was a lesson I needed to learn. I need to ask better questions. I need to, get to know somebody a little bit better. Because look at this. It is safe for you to love. Your intuition does work. It really does. Your intuition works. Sometimes Aquarius, you're an air sign, but sometimes what happens is we feel like we can't ask those questions that we really want to ask because, I don't want to hurt that person's feelings. But it's about asking those questions when your gut is saying, okay, something's not making sense here. It's about asking for clarity on it, Doesn't mean that that person is not telling you the truth. It's just you may need to get a little more clarity. Ask a few more questions. Okay, we have soul on fire, creator air, get back to elemental, find your sacred flow. Yeah, I feel like it's about you getting back into you and get back to elemental. That's really about getting back to the basics of what helps to build a good foundation for a love relationship. Getting to know a person, getting to know their family, getting to know their friends, getting to know who they work with, what they do, for a living, like really getting to know them from a lot of different areas in their life before, you kind of fall in love and go down that road. You're ready, Aquarius. You are. You're ready for this. Okay, so they're saying navigate by the stars. Yeah. For some of you, it is, navigate by the stars is listening to your intuition, right? Because you can't see, your intuition. You're having, look at this, Gates of Triumph. See? You do. You have love coming in. It's about listening to your intuition, knowing that your intuition is helping you. It does work. It's not broken. Wait. This is your Lover's Oracle card. Wait. Don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. Yeah, and I think that is the thing. In the past, you may have, like when your intuition was giving you those little dings, you may have put that to the side because you were like, oh my goodness, here we are, we're falling in love, right? That's a great feeling. But at the same time, just take it slow and get to know the people that you are dating. Wow, Aquarius, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I really enjoyed doing it for you. And if it resonated with you, I would really appreciate it if you would consider sharing, or subscribing. And I wish you so much love and light in this situation and all your situations. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.